Hell yeah! What is going on, everybody? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is DKEN, and welcome to my incredible podcast. Now, before we continue, do not forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, share this with your boys and your families, follow me on Instagram, smash that bell notification button, and enjoy. Now, let's get started. Our top story for today shall be Dear Modern Feminists, and keep in mind, notice how I said modern feminists. This shall be a PSA to all of the feminists out there, modern feminists, not only here in the US, but in the UK, Australia, and everywhere else in the world. I shall no longer stay quiet about this. This shall be a PSA to all of the modern feminists out there who are using all sorts of covert tactics in an effort to bash, to piss, to shit all over men and discriminate men based on everything that we say and do every day. Y'all modern feminists are the ones that came up with all kinds of terminologies such as mansplaining, manspreading, and so forth. So with that said, let's begin. Dear feminists, for starters, I will say this very delicately. I'll say this in a way where I'm not attacking you, I'm simply critiquing you. Dear modern feminists, can you please stop inventing such ridiculous terminologies that are designed to bash men into submission? Like I said a few seconds ago, you are the ones that invented phrases such as manspreading, mansplaining. What else do you have in your feminist penal code? What other terminologies did you invent in the meantime? Do you have a phrase like, I don't know, man jumping, where a guy just jumps up and down in joy regardless of what he's jumping about? Do you have another one like, I don't know, man stretching, where a guy is wearing workout clothes and is stretching right before he takes on some exercises? Do you have another one such as, I don't know, man staring, where a female claims that a guy is looking at her in a weird way? Do you have another one like man stalking, where a female claims that a so-called creepy guy is following her down in the streets? To all of the modern feminists that are listening to this, can you please stop inventing such dumbass terminologies that are designed to bash and shame and discriminate men at a completely different and unreasonable level? You don't see men inventing terminologies that are designed to put down women, do you? Or should I say degrade women? You don't see men on social media using some phrase like woman-splaining, do you?
Nope.
No, because we have no malicious desire to put down or degrade women. We have no intent to bash and single out women for no reason at all. On some level, I am quite certain that y'all feminists know that what you're doing is wrong, and here's one sad part about your bad deeds. You are conditioning a very large percentage of men to hate all women. You are teaching those guys to hate all women, and you convict all men, which motivates them to say things such as, all girls are the same, all women are the same. In addition to that, your bad deeds have also taught all men, including myself, that we cannot trust any of y'all females anymore. We cannot trust any of you anymore because we know beyond a reasonable doubt that the next female that we come across, she will intend to crush us. So because of that, we put our walls up high. We start protecting ourselves because we've been down that road before and we don't want to go down that road again. We don't want to get hurt again. Gentlemen, listen up. This is only for those of you that intend to improve yourselves, okay? If you have someone ask this retarded question to you, you must be hurt. Who hurt you? It doesn't matter who it is that has the audacity to ask you this question. It could be your typical 49er female that thinks that she's a 9 average, but she's actually a 4, or it could be just your typical beta male hater who has no desire in helping you or gives a damn about what you're going through. So if you encounter anyone that has the nerve to ask you this question, understand this. That person does not care about who hurt you. They will say that they do care about you, but they are straight up lying to your face. Deep down, they don't care about who hurt you. It's the subtle way of suggesting that it was your fault, that you got hurt. Nowadays, if someone were to ask me that question, either on social media or when speaking to me face to face, I would simply say, females hurt me. Y'all females are the ones that fucked me over. Even though nobody cares about who hurt me, it's females. Remember, folks, that question is designed to point the finger at you, and that person is trying to make you the enemy. Who hurt you? That question is designed to question your own sanity. Who hurt you? Deep down, nobody cares about who hurt me. Let's be real and honest here. Another thing, in regards to manspreading and mansplaining, please do not do some stupid shit like this. Check out these short clips.
There I was thinking it was just me that had a problem, but it turns out it's the air conditioning that's sexist.
So many women in our office have the exact same problem. You know, we just sit there absolutely freezing at our desks trying to type. And so it's just so actually quite nice to see this research. It's just such a relief to know that there's actually proof that this is happening, that women do feel the cold more than men, and that the AC in offices is normally regulated more for a male's temperature than a woman's.
I love the mansplaining. I'm enjoying it.
You're loving what?
The mansplaining that's going on.
What's mansplaining, Senator?
Well, it's the slightly patronising and condescending way that you're responding to my questions. Well, what I'm saying is that the way you've been responding to me has been patronising and condescending.
Reaction, Senator, if I said you were womansplaining. You're saying that I'm mansplaining.
Well, it is a term that's used.
Is it by whom?
Well,
by
it
rude?
Is a term that's used.
By rude? Do you want to reconsider what you said, Senator?
No, I don't.
You don't want it?
No.
You don't want it?
No.
I mean, I just find it extraordinary, Senator. If I said to a female senator, you are womansplaining, there would be uproar. Stop being a hypocrite.
Well,
Conduct
I doubt
yourself
it.
a practice.
What happened? Where did all the men go?
Words cannot express how badly I want to vomit all over y'all modern feminists. Keep this in mind. The first video took place in Russia years ago. Needless to say, during a time when we were allies with them, as you saw in this video, there was this feminist who got on a train and noticed that other guys were manspreading, quote unquote. So she took it upon herself to take a water bottle and poured water all over those guys. That should be considered assault. Matter of fact, assault and battery, because even the smallest item could be used as a weapon. A water bottle, regardless if it has water in it or not, can be used as a weapon. You could use it to throw water at someone. What she did was considered a crime, but here's the problem. Nobody called the cops on her as far as we saw on this video. I saw the entire video from start to finish. Nobody chose to call the cops on this girl. So in that side of the world, society believes that it was okay to let this slide when a girl does this, but when a guy does this, he deserves to go to jail. I have a very simple solution, okay? I know this will blow your mind away. When you see a girl doing some stupid shit like this, all you would have to do is contact the fucking authorities. Like, I don't see what's so complicated about this concept. Now, on to the second video, where you have two females talking about why having air conditioners in corporate offices are somehow magically considered sexist. To all of y'all feminists that genuinely believe this concept, I would love it if you can come into my channel and share with me this magical scientific formula on how you came up with this conclusion. Please come into my channel and show me your magical scientific equation on how you came to the conclusion that having air conditioners in corporate offices is somehow considered sexist. If you cannot do this, then let me phrase it like this. By the time that this episode is published, you got 72 hours. That means 3 days. You have 72 hours to email me the scientific equation on how you came to this bullshit conclusion. My email can be found on the About section on my channel. If you cannot come up with something within this time frame, if you fail to email me the equation within this time frame, then you are in no fucking position to tell me what is sexist and what is not. You are in no position to use that word under any circumstances. I shall expand even further on this concept because y'all retarded ass modern feminists love to throw the word sexist all around the place like it's a ping pong game. When a guy chooses not to hold a door for you, you consider that sexist for no good reason. Even if a guy holds a door for you, you still shame him for that, and you still think that's sexist. When a guy looks at you, not stares at you, but looks at you, you still shame him for that, and you somehow think that's sexist. You don't like it when a guy calls you a girl, so you think that's sexist. Y'all females encourage one another that it's okay to go around and sleep with other men, or should I say the top 20 to 10% of men, while ignoring the other men, but when we give our constructive criticism about that, you call that sexist. When I can assure you, after riding the cock carousel for so many years, somewhere in your 30s, you'll end up saying this bullshit.
What happened? Where did all the men go?
Exactly. Where did all the good men go? They were right here, right beside me. I used to turn them down all the time. You know, they used to chase me down like puppy dogs, but now they're not here anymore. Wait, where are they? If a guy doesn't pull out a chair for a female, y'all feminists honestly think that this is sexist. Or how about this one? I almost forgot about this one. A father who is trying hard to get permanent custody of his kids, but the kids get taken away by his bitch of an ex-wife. She goes to court, the divorce gets finalized, and then the court orders him to pay her child support just because she took the kids away from him, and he'll never see them again. You know how many men are in this situation in today's day and age? This does bring up another point. The coronavirus brought out the worst in y'all females. The coronavirus taught us about the ugly side of females. Here's another thing. I feel absolutely sorry for the men out there that are genuine good fathers but are being taken advantage of by the court system and by these narcissistic females that are treating their children like they're fucking meal tickets in order to extort money from these good men. Anyways, getting back to the subject at hand, all of these shaming tactics that the feminist movement, or should I say the modern feminist movement made, are designed to put down men in every direction in existence. Here's what this does. This causes men to give up. It causes men to simply take themselves out of the dating market permanently, and after that, they will embrace what we call the monk mode. This is simple to understand. The monk mode is where men go into their man caves and they start concentrating on not only self-improvement, but they also no longer have any interest in going back to the dating market. Even Coach Greg Adams said it best. Do not go back to the plantation. Unfortunately, most of his videos got taken down, so I cannot use that specific video as a source, so please forgive me for that. Just like CGA said, do not go back to what did not work out in the first place. If you go back to the plantation, that means you want to go back to what didn't work for you and fail again. Along with this, do me a favor, don't get me started with that feminist on TikTok who is always releasing content basically talking trash about men. That's for another day, another time, in another episode. Straight to the point, everything that the feminist movement invents nowadays are meant to shame men in everything that we say and everything that we do. Another perfect example would be the feminist over in the UK that made a chair designed to close a man's legs tight. I believe I've mentioned this in one of my previous episodes a long time ago, but I shall bring up this story again. To give you the short version, once upon a time there was this feminist from the UK who came forth and invented two chairs. One of them was meant to close a man's legs, and the other chair was built in a way that gave more space for a woman's legs. So because of that, she was able to open her legs more. Needless to say, this feminist received a lot of backlash for this invention of hers, and you know what? This does bring up another point, and even Darius M. said it best. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Very simple. If you cannot anticipate and handle the backlash, do not come up with some dumbass shit like these chairs. In conclusion, what else is there to say? Gentlemen, if you're listening to this, understand this. You have the right to voice your opinions. Do not be ashamed of being men. Do not be ashamed of your gender. You don't have to conform to these beta male standards that these feminists came up with. You don't have to conform to their unreasonable standards and expectations. You can simply turn the other way and just sprint from this movement. Save yourselves. After all, the feminists are the reason why MGTOW and the red pill exists. Go your own way and start building your own journey. Start focusing on yourselves. So with all of that said, this concludes this episode of my incredible podcast. So thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, share this with your boys and your families, follow me on Instagram, smash that bell notification button, and y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. Peace out.